Impala Films presents Haunted, the audio drama. Season 2, Episode 1, The Town on the Edge of Hell. Part 1 of 4. Written by Jamie Evans.
Are you nearly done for the night?
Almost. Just firing off an update to the mayor.
He might be pleased to hear that we've had our most productive day yet so far. We've taken in 5 additional homeless, and we've had 2 move on to a temporary living facility.
Wonderful. I think this calls for a celebration. Can I offer you a glass? A good vintage, I expect. 24 years.
That would be much appreciated, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
The mayor is very happy with the work we've been doing here. Apparently, this is the most effective anti-homeless initiative they've ever launched.
I'll say there's been a 70% reduction in rough sleeping. Thanks to us. You can bet he'll use that on his re-election campaign next year.
Indeed. A funny sort, politicians. I'm going to ask the council for planning permission to expand the center. I think we could up our capacity 30%. It would allow us more stability for our community, and as long as we keep the mayor happy, he'll stay off of our backs.
You are truly a visionary, Andre. Once we establish... Did you hear that?
Somebody is on the roof.
I thought you said there was easy roof access.
All we did was climb 2 sets of ladders and pull ourselves over a small wall. Where's no other to do?
Who is that?
Can you see anything through the sky?
It's hard with all this rain. Maybe I can just...
Don't open it, they'll hear you.
Well, we have to get in somehow.
No, you don't twist it that way.
I know what I'm doing.
Clearly not.
Yes, I'm doing. Stop pressing in.
What the hell?
Oh, let's never do that again.
James, get up.
Hello. Sorry to just drop in. Terribly sorry about the mess. I'm Special Agent Connery, and this is Special Agent Brosnan. We were wondering if you'd seen this man. His name is Karl Trevino. We believe he may have been here in the last couple of days.
You break in through our roof, and you expect us to answer your questions?
And what sort of law enforcement comes in through the ceiling?
Okay, fair enough. That was a long shot anyway. Could you please just look at the photo?
I have never seen this man.
Are you sure? We're fairly certain he was here just a few days ago.
I do not like being called a liar.
What are you accusing us of, exactly? This is a place of good, don't you know?
Yes, help for the homeless, providing a solution for homelessness. Nice slogan, by the way.
Nice accommodation too, from what we've seen of your facility. No wonder your business is so effective. Huge success rates according to all our reports and your databases.
How did you...
She's good with computers.
More effective than any other similar program run in the region, let alone just this city. So I have to start thinking about that, right? Because what are you lot doing that's more successful than everything that's ever been tried before? So far as I can see, nothing. Unless, of course, you had a little help. A special way of luring the homeless in and a vested interest in making sure they stay around, which led me to this rather brilliant theory. Modern vampires using a homeless shelter as their own little blood bank.
Damn it, Abigail! I thought we went through this in the car. No vampires.
Why not?
Because it's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because it is. Vampires are Hollywood monsters that wear capes, brood moodily, and say things like, "I want to suck your blood."
Have you never seen a vampire movie that didn't star Bela Lugosi?
Hey, don't knock Lugosi. He's a classic. Oh, yes, of course, sorry, forgive me. She gets me started on tangents. Let's look at some other possibilities, shall we? Because the notion of modern-day vampires posing as charitable businessmen is, frankly, the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. And I was attacked by candy-stealing elves at Christmas, so that's really saying something. Oh, wine! Thank heavens, I'm parched. Ran out of whiskey on the way here. Ah. Damn it. I hate being wrong.
What is it?
It's not wine. It's blood. And they are vampires. Run! Out the door!
Hurry up! Faster! Faster!
We can't leave without the information.
Is it worth dying for?
I need to know if Karl was here.
Well, we won't know that if we're dead. Dan's not picking up.
We're almost there. Next left.
That's the door up ahead.
Where is he? Where's the car?
Dan! There!
Hey guys!
Where were you?
Oh, I got hungry, so I went down the road. There's a pizza joint.
I knew you were going to be a liability.
Oh, chill out. I got you one too.
Well, that's just showing off.
There's nowhere to run, friends. Now, let's just...
Give me that.
Hey, that's my garlic dip.
It'll have to do. Yeah! Andre!
What is this?
Little Gino's garlic dip.
Garlic? Why would you throw garlic at him, you hideous man?
Don't try and take the moral high ground with me. You're blood-sucking monsters.
Wait, what?
They're vampires, killing the homeless because nobody will miss them.
No.
What?
We have killed no one. All the blood is donated freely.
Oh, nice try.
He's telling the truth. We are not all the same monsters you paint us as. You humans, all the same. Racists.
Oh, did we just get called racists by a vampire?
We need fresh blood to survive. We cannot help that. That need has made us demons in the eyes of your kind, and my species has been hunted to the brink of extinction. We are trying to find another way to live.
Taking in the homeless and draining their blood?
We help them get back on their feet, and they donate the blood.
Do they know it's going to feed creatures like you?
How dare you?
Enough. The man in the photo, Karl Trevino, he was here, wasn't he?
Yes, he was here. He was prepared. He had steaks and holy water, unlike you.
Yeah, holy water, garlic dip, same thing.
He purchased some of the blood from us.
Ugh, why?
I didn't ask. He had a large wooden stake pressed to my chest at the time.
He wanted it for a ritual.
He said that.
No, but I am very old. I know his thought.
Is that all he wanted, just the blood?
No, he wanted news from the old country. He was seeking a dangerous man he thought had traveled there.
What's the old country? Transylvania?
Typical.
We hail from a small principality on the Black Sea, Byzantigrad.
Who could he possibly be after in Byzantigrad?
He was after a man named Theo Harper.
Theo Harper?
That name sounds familiar.
He was the Green Veil stalker. He disappeared after our investigation. What does Karl want with Theo? And why is Theo in Byzantigrad?
I don't know the answer to these questions. I care little for the business of men. I told your friend as much, then he left. He was headed north. I know nothing further.
Thank you.
Whoa, wait. We're just walking away. James, these are vampires. Aren't we gonna, stabby? They explode into dust or something?
Well, they said they weren't killing anybody.
Oh, come on, you aren't falling for that, Abs.
Both of you listen to me very closely. I understand that you can't help what you are. If you really are benefiting these people's lives and taking just enough to survive, then I will respect and even applaud you for finding a way to live. But if I get so much as a whisper that anyone has died in this facility, I will be back here faster than you can say Count Dracula, and I will not be bringing garlic dip. Do you understand?
Yes.
We understand.
Excellent. Abigail, you're driving. I'm going to have a drink.
Oh, so my opinion means nothing on this.
Now you're getting it?
You know, I don't appreciate...
If you want to say, then next time, don't abandon your post and leave your friends to get killed.
Fuck this.
Perhaps we should keep going. I can drive for a bit if you're tired, Abigail.
We've been driving for hours.
Dan's right, James. We've come halfway up the country. We need some rest, all of us, even you.
But...
Listen, I know you want to catch Karl, but we don't even know where he's going. Until we do, there's no point in wearing ourselves down to the bone. We need to rest.
Okay, you're right. How are you doing?
Why do you ask?
Well, you've been driving for the last 4 hours and we did fall through a glass window earlier.
Well, other than bruising my ass pretty good, I'm fine. I'm just looking forward to getting some sleep.
I'll find us some wood for a fire. You and Dan set up the beds.
Okay.
You know, when I said I'd come on this road trip with you guys, I didn't think we'd be spending so many nights out under the stars.
What were you expecting?
I don't know, travel lodges at least.
Yeah, because this sort of work pays hugely well.
Well, I didn't know that, did I? Have you given any thought as to what we'll actually do when our savings run out?
Have you given any thought as to when you'll go back to being a police officer?
Touché. You know, maybe it would be better if I went back to Greenvale.
Why?
Well, for one thing, James clearly doesn't want me here.
James doesn't want anybody here. Have you seen him lately? He's grumpier than ever because Karl keeps eluding us.
That's not true. He wants you around. Hell, I think he needs you around. He'd forget to eat or even sleep without you.
Not to take sides, but you were supposed to be our getaway driver earlier, and you let us down.
I know, I screwed up. I'll hold my hands up to that. But don't you see, that's part of what I'm talking about. You two go gallivanting off inside and have all the fun, and I get left in the car like a bloody Labrador. James even left the window cracked a bit for me.
You want to be more involved in the action, I can understand that.
What would be the point, though? The two of you, you're like a well-oiled machine. You always know what the other is thinking, what the other one is going to say.
Are you jealous of James?
No, not like that. I'm just fed up of being left in the car or feeling like I'm lost in every conversation.
I'm sorry. I'll try to make you feel more included. You know, you could make more of an effort with James too, though.
No, I know, God, I don't even know how to begin talking to that guy. He's so weird.
Weird?
You don't even notice it anymore, do you? The man is only in his 30s, but he can barely work a piece of technology. He has zero interest in what's going on in the wider world. And I don't know if you've noticed on these nights out in nature, but he barely sleeps either. He just drinks until the booze knocks him out. I think the most surprising supernatural thing we've seen is the fact that he hasn't died of liver failure yet.
He's just eccentric. Just because he's not like everybody else doesn't mean he's weird. Next time we have an investigation, tell him you want to be more involved and I'll back you up.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, now I'm going to try and get some sleep. I feel a bit under the weather.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired and stiff from driving. I'll see you in the morning. No. Stay away.
Listen to my voice, Abigail.
Ah!
Abby? Abby? Abby! Where are you going? James, wake up.
What is it?
Abigail's gone.
Gone?
I don't know, man. I woke up and she was in the car just leaving.
Somebody took her.
No. She was driving. She's left us.
We have to go after her.
Why would you just take off like that? I don't understand.
I don't either, but there's no point speculating. Hand me that bag.
I can't really explain what happened. I could try, but something tells me any attempt at any explanation would fall short. I wasn't sleepwalking or anything like that, but I'm not sure I was fully awake either. I was aware of my hands moving on the steering wheel, of my feet working the pedals, but I wasn't really making any conscious decisions. I guess the best metaphor I could think of would be to say that I was on autopilot. I didn't know where I was driving to. After all, I'd never been to this part of the country before, and yet I instinctively knew each turn to take, which lane I had to pull into. It was like there was an invisible string tied around me and it was being gently pulled, encouraging me in the right direction. On some level, I knew that was bad news, that I needed to try and fight it, but my curiosity got the better of me. How was this happening and where was I being led? I turned off the main dual carriageway and down a smaller road. The streetlights were sparse on this stretch, leaving nothing but the moonlight to guide me for much of the distance. That too was dulled as the road entered a thick patch of forest, shrouding the winding tarmac in more cloying blackness. Looking ahead, I saw an illumination, a series of lights beneath the large sign. Getting closer, I read, "Welcome to Ravensdale." Ravensdale? I'd never heard of it. What is this? The road had come to a dead end, my path blocked by a large chain-link fence. Looking either side, I could see the fence seemed to stretch on forever, allowing no access for vehicles. Off to my left, someone had cut a small opening in the fence, just big enough for an adult person to get through. Was the entire town fenced off like this? Why? Ah! Pain bloomed in my head. That gentle tug I'd felt earlier was becoming more intense, insisting I not hesitate. I didn't want to admit it then, but the pain was familiar. I noticed a sign secured to the fence, covered in thick green moss, so that it was impossible to read. Hoping for some context, I wiped at the sign with my sleeve. Warning, do not enter. That doesn't sound good. Ah! Oh, Abigail, come on! Be sensible, don't do this. Don't. You know it's stupid. Come on, Abigail, just take the car, go back to the campsite. Oh, damn it! I couldn't resist. All I could feel was that sharp tug of pain and a growing sense of sadness that seemed to permeate the very air of the area. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but whatever it was, I didn't like it. Whilst I was still able to think at least somewhat clearly, I pulled out my phone and sent Dan a simple text. Ravensdale, come get me.
It's Abigail.
What does it say?
Ravensdale, come get me.
Ravensdale?
Is that a place?
Give me the map.
You could have just asked to take it off my back.
No time. Okay, let's see. We're heading that way.
Are you sure? I thought we took the first turning back there, not the second.
No, I'm sure it was the second. Well, almost sure.
Oh, there. Ravensdale.
That's tiny. It must be a fairly small village.
Looks like it isn't too far that way. If we hurry up, we might catch her.
No. You're looking at the map from the wrong angle. It's more that way.
You need to go to Specsavers, mate. It's clear we need to veer right here.
Did you have to get a qualification to be wrong this often?
Oh, here we go again. Let's all bow down to James, expert in everything.
I am not an expert in everything. I don't know the first thing about crocheting.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
You know, no matter how easy you make it, it's still so much fun to wind you up.
Oh, I'm glad I amuse you. Do you think Abby is okay?
Yes, she'll be fine. This
is incredible. I should record this. This is Abigail Corbin recording notes on... Well, I don't know what this case is yet. I'm in a town I've never heard of called Ravensdale. I'm in the upper reaches of the East Midlands. From what I've seen, the town is surrounded by a chain-link fence with signs warning people to keep out. I couldn't bring the car in, but somebody or something had conveniently left a person-sized hole in the fence. I'm going to try and describe what I see for posterity. These notes might be useful to James when he finds me. Where to start? The road I'm on seems completely abandoned. There are houses on either side of the road, but they're barely visible. The forest that surrounds the town has encroached inwards, as if swallowing up the civilization. The pavements are covered in tall weeds and torn up in places by the thick tree roots. I think this town has been abandoned, which makes the person-sized hole in the fence all the more worrying. Huh? I can't deny the lack of streetlights in the overgrown forest certainly gives the place atmosphere. I could almost believe I saw a shadow move in that upstairs window. Stop it, Abigail. The road itself is strange. It's covered in graffiti, and I mean covered. There's barely an inch of it that isn't painted. There are what looks like gang tags and creepy imagery like a pair of flaming skulls. More striking is the word Inferno, painted in large orange and yellow letters. Fuck! I really am losing it. James, if you do listen to this, I'm sorry I ran away. I wish I could explain it, I do, but... Ah! Let the record show, I think this is the scariest place I've ever been. I swear I saw movement in that house again. I'm going to see if anybody's home. God, I really hope you don't find this recording with my dead body, James. Anybody home? Continuing notes. The house looks to be abandoned. Every house in this town looks to be abandoned. I think I may have found a literal ghost town. It looks like everything's been stripped out of here. Most of the interior doors are gone. There's no furniture whatsoever. Thieves, I assume. Now that's interesting. I'm looking out into the back garden. It looks like there's been quite a lot of subsidence. The ground appears to be sinking, and there's more of those fissures that I saw in the road. What is this place? Why did I feel a need to come here? I guess I better take a look. Hello? Is somebody there? Oh, I hate this. Just a little more. What? Oof! Oh! Oh, God, my back! Oh, I really didn't think I'd be falling so much today. Oh, where's my dictaphone? Oh, please don't be broken. Fucking dust! Thank God. New development. I'm in what appears to be a tunnel of some sort. I think it's a mine shaft. Someone or something shoved me here from the window, and when I hit the floor, it just gave way. What is that? There's a light. Stay back! Who are you?
You shouldn't have come here.
Stay back! Where are we?
Can you chill? We're in hell. And you're going to get yourself hurt.
Ah!
Starring Jamie Evans as James Hunter, Isabella Barbieri as Abigail Corbin, and Luke Hunter as Dan Cowell. Also featuring Kevin Stemp, Elliot Bigden, Billy Herring, David Anthony Green. Haunted, the audio drama, is created by Jamie Evans, with all episodes produced and directed by Jamie Evans and Benton Hodges. Audio engineering by Benton Hodges and Jamie Evans. Haunted is a production of Impala Films and is recorded at Free Sprite Media Studios, with special thanks to Duncan Newham for equipment support. Opening and closing themes by James Crow. Thank you for listening to this audio presentation. Come back next week for the next exciting chapter of Haunted, the audio drama.